Okay, let's see. I know this is probably really amateurish of me, but I'm just really... I just need to like get into like the thing. Okay. Okay, let's do this. Okay, that was a long-winded start. That was really, really good. I just felt really nice and decided to actually play a little harmonica for you for my debut stream. Any reason why I'm doing that? Well, because I'm really influenced by a lot of players who, like Terry McMillan, who had like that raw bluesy sound coming out of their heart, even though they didn't play a lot. They didn't really play blues, but they had like that really bluesy sound to their playing. And that's what I really enjoy about Terry McMillan. Like, I mentioned him on my Blue Sky before. He was the one who influenced me to play the harmonica. And that song, I'll Fly Away, was arranged by him. Really fun facts about... like, I would talk about Terry McMillan for days. So, with Terry McMillan, I really think that he was like a really gifted and talented player. And for example, I had like a very, during like my early days in my life, I hardly had any good harmonica role models. And before I got interested in the harmonica, the guy who inspired me to play, Terry McMillan, passed away. And I got into the harmonica around like age 9, 10, or 8 years old. Like I was really interested in like country harmonica, like mostly Terry McMillan, because he was everywhere in the time that I grew up. He was on the radio, he was in movie soundtracks. He was even on an episode of SpongeBob playing on a stock track playing harmonica on it. Like, he had a really distinctive sound, and I really loved how raw and bluesy he can get. I'll show you a little example of what I mean by that. With Terry McMillan, let me just turn this down a little bit. With Terry McMillan, you can hear like a lot of bluesy influences in his playing. Like, for example, he would just add a lot of notes to his playing, but he put them with a lot of feeling and emotion to them. Wait, let me see if I can edit my thing. Nah, I can't edit it. It's that with Terry McMillan, you would hear him do like this wailing kind of sound instead of like doing this. He would just play instead of trying to do like that. He would just do like that very raw kind of bluesy sound. Here's a signature lick from him, which involves him doing his signature growl. Like, I found out about growling from Terry McMillan, and he would just make that instrument sound like it's crying, man. Here's an example of growl. Like, he would just make it sound like that, like the harmonica's crying. And I feel like with Terry McMillan, there's hardly any people who can imitate him because of how influential he was. With Terry, you can just have like that. No, like, I don't like my teacher told me this once. My harmonica teacher taught me this thing once. Is that in order to play like Terry, you gotta think like him. And with Terry McMillan, he had a really rough past, and even when he was in his adulthood, he had a really troubled life. But he knew how to make that harmonica sing the blues, even though he wasn't technically a blues player. So, for example, he had more, like, compared to Charlie McCoy, who was more on the traditional side of country harmonica, Terry McMillan had a lot more blues influences in his playing, like Norman Buffalo, Little Walter, Paul Butterfield, and John Mayall. If you don't know who these players are, I recommend you look them up. I really loved loved Terry's sound, and he had like this I can't describe it, but he had like this raw authenticity to his playing, which made the harmonica sound like a harmonica in my eyes. It was a little bit, interesting to hear, and during my time when there wasn't any good harmonica influences in my, like, before I got interested in the harmonica, I always thought it was more of a melodic instrument or as a background instrument. But with Terry McMillan, he made it more of a lead instrument and he played a lot of solos with that raw bluesy style. So for what I mean by this, take, for example, the song Swing Low, Sweet Chariot. Okay, let me see if I can do a little bit of a change with this. Okay, swing low. Where are you, swing low? Gotta get the right keys for this one. I own a lot of harmonicas, because I really like to collect them. Like the main reason why I have all the main 12 keys and a low F and a high G was because in order to be like a good session player, you gotta have you need to be able to play in any key. And Terry played a lot of his licks like in the blues scale and just made it and gave it more of like a raw kind of again like that raw soulful style. And so, for example, instead of playing swing low, sweet chariot and straight first position, he would do more of a cross harp sound. With cross harp, or second position as it's called, it has more of a bluesy. And before I found out about bending, I always thought it was a blow instrument like this. But with Terry, his sound was more like I eventually I had a booklet once that had like a harmonica, like a first act harmonica in it, and it had like very bad English translations because, believe it or not, I used to because of my autism, I would think literally about certain things, and so when it came to like harmonica, I was more of a I thought that this booklet said that you need to use in order to change pitches, you gotta use hot air and cold air. And so with that, I thought that I had to change my breath temperature, and I would try very hard in order to change my breath temperature, but I gave it up. So with that in mind, I also really had so I would change my breath and then give it up. It wasn't until I discovered Harmonica YouTube that I found out about draw notes and like this. And also a little technique known as bending, where you can change the pitch by using your throat and your tongue. And you gotta have like a really relaxed jaw when using these bends, but you can really get deep into them. And you can just get that real bluesy sound coming out of that tiny little harmonica. And so I'm gonna play a song that's more kind of like what I was inspired by when I play like gospel music. I play to a lot of Terry McMillan, so he would just kind of give like that raw bluesy sound. So here is Swing Low, Sweet Chariot. Okay, let's do this. Like, he usually sing that part, but I actually played it a little bit on my harmonica. Okay. I forgot to set it up. Here we go. Oh, damn it, I was at the key change! Let's try it again. Here we go. Kind of got a little late at the got a little early at the end, but it was very, very cool. I'm so out of breath right now. I usually breathe from my diaphragm, but it's that I just mainly had a little bit of this. Let me see if I had reverb on. And yes, I do. I have reverb on. The plugin I actually have is a reverb/delay. Like, it's known for, like, it's the Valhalla Supermassive, Valhalla DSP Ultra Supermassive. Oh, so, excuse me there. I really like doing this kind of thing because I really enjoy playing the harmonica. Before I started playing harmonica, I was actually more of a singer. And with singers, you usually breathe from your diaphragm in order to get that, in order to not run out of breath when you know you're playing. I mean, you're singing. And I found out a lot of the harmonica is just you singing through the instrument. Like, I know I said this before, but with the harmonica, like, you're trying to make it talk. Like I've heard this quote from Charlie Musselwhite saying that it's actually the most human-like instrument because you can make it cry, make it wail, make it talk, make it sound happy, all sorts of stuff like that. Charlie Russell White is another good player, but with Terry, he had more of a, like, let's talk about tongue blocking versus lip pursing for a little bit. With tongue blocking, it's more of a I don't really actually like tongue blocking all that much. All I do is use for octaves and slabs like this. Yeah, like that. It's like that sort of way. It's really useful for some things, but it's mainly a blues tool. If you ever heard Little Walter like this. Like that. I can't play juke. I've seen so many people telling me I need to imitate Little Walter when all they do is just play the same stuff as he did on the records. I mean, Little Walter never played juke the same way, but people insist you gotta sound like Little Walter in order to be successful, or like Charlie McCoy. Let me just turn the music back on. And I didn't mean to do that. I accidentally pressed on Reaper. Actually, forgot about. Let's turn on some piano. Okay, let's go forward. Here we go. That's much better. I feel like a lot of the stuff that I do with the harmonica is lip pursing, which is where you use your lips in order to isolate single notes. Which is what Terry McMillan did. He was almost exclusively a lip purser. And he had like this huge sound. Like, for example, if he were to do Amazing Grace. Let's turn this down a little bit. With Amazing Grace, he would do something like this. Wait, let me see this again. There we go. I'm still trying to do my vibrato, but instead of doing straight Amazing Grace. Like Terry had like this massive sound when he was playing. Terry, like a lot of people say that you can't get good tone out of lip pursing, but listen to Terry McMillan play. He had a huge sound even though he was a lip purser. And he can get like those really, really soulful tones, which are more kind of raw sounding. And he could just make it sound like it's crying, as I mentioned before. Now let's see if I can do Amazing Grace the way that he did. No, I have it somewhere. No, that's not it. I remember somewhere that there was a recording of Terry playing Amazing Grace, but I need to find it. I think this is it. I think this one's it. Let's see if this one is correct. No, it's not it. I think it's maybe earlier. That's background vocals. Was an instrumental. No, it's in G. No, not it. Oh no, that's not that one. Going down, no. I will do Ain't Going Down. It's just I need to find the song first. No. Maybe this one? No. I swore I have it somewhere, but just need to find it. But I have a feeling this is gonna be harder than I thought. Maybe this is it? Yeah, this is it. Just gotta get my D flat too, because he changes keys in that one, and I know for a fact that I'm not gonna mess up the key change this time. I know I'm not gonna mess up the key change this time. Okay. Is it? Okay, we're ready. Okay, we're ready. I don't know what's up with my thing, but it's... Okay. no, I can't, I forgot the key change again! I know I keep forgetting key changes. I need to do songs without key changes. And it's gonna be so fucking difficult. I don't know if any of y'all are out there watching this. I know it's like very, very empty right now. But it's better, you know, to have like a fake audience more than a real one, I guess? I don't know what the hell I'm saying. But anyways, I still have a few more songs for you. I'm gonna be using my C harp for the next couple. I'm gonna be using my C harp for this one. This is Terry McMillan's most commonly used key of harmonica. I've compiled a compilation of the songs on Spotify sorted by key, and I found out that the C harp is his most commonly used harmonica. Okay, I'm just hearing my dog right now. But I really hope that all y'all can just be really cool, you know. But I hope that it's gonna be fine, because I got a feeling everything's gonna be alright. Be alright, yeah, be alright. It's gonna be alright. But I just hope there's there's like a couple more songs I want to play for you. This is more oriented for gospel. I've done this before, but I want to show y'all this is a good performance for me to do when the Saints go marching in. I hope you enjoy it. Oh, I messed up. Let's try it again. I can't play that part for the life of me. When the saints go marching, when the saints go marching. Now that is better. That is a better. That's so weird. I got one more song for y'all. Well, technically, one more instrumental, one song for you that I'm actually going to be singing. This is Ain't Going Down Till the Sun Comes Up. This is the song that inspired me to learn how to play the harmonica. And if you ever knew me, who like in real life, which I highly doubt any of you are, but it was the song that really showed me how to play a harmonica. With Terry McMillan specifically, I really loved how bluesy he sounded with Ain't Going Down. It just make it sound like it's crying. And with that, okay, let's see, watch history. Wait, where is it? I feel so confused. This is so bloody pathetic. Let's see. We don't need that. We are gonna be playing Ain't Going Down with my harmonica. Ironic that YouTube is promoting an ad block when they're forbidding ad block, you know, on. It's really weird. Yeah, I'm just playing a little bit of blues just to get into the vibes of the song. Wait, there it is. We need to do Ain't Going Down. Here we go. Ain't Going Down. This is gonna be a fun one. I'm gonna be playing the harmonica and singing. So here we go. I'm gonna put it on the right side. You already got the parts. o'clock on Friday evening, Mama doesn't know she's leaving till she hears the spinner slamming, rubber squealing, gears that jam at local country station gets a blaring on the radio. Pick 'em up at 7 and they're headed to the rodeo. Mama's on the front porch screaming out the warning, girl, you better get your red head back in bed before the morning. 9 o'clock, the show is ending, but the fun is just beginning. She knows she's anticipating, but she's gonna keep them waiting. Grab a bite to eat, and then they're headed to the honky-tonk. The loud crowds are line dancing, just say what they really want. Jump onto the boondocks and park down by the creek, go where it's George Strait, a real leg dancing cheek to cheek. Ain't going down till the sun comes up, ain't giving in till they get enough. Going around the world in a pickup truck, ain't going down till the sun comes up. It's 12, it's fine, and then 2 minutes sets our heart romance at 9 o'clock. The children's driving, it was coming, so they'll stop and wait to 6 o'clock and 3, they right on where they wanna be. At 4 o'clock, it up and going, 5 o'clock, that Bruce is growing. I can't do that all in one breath. Yeah, ain't going down till the sun comes up, ain't giving in till they get enough. Go around the world in a pickup truck, ain't going down till the sun comes up. 6 o'clock on Saturday, her folks know he's on his way. The stalls are clean, the horses fed, they say she's gone until she's dead. But here he comes around the bend, so and now she's jumping in. Hey, mommy, daughter's gonna nearly gonna get here. Ain't going down till the sun comes up, ain't giving in till they get enough. Rolling around the world in a pickup truck, ain't going down till the sun comes up. Really good. That was very good. That was too good, to say the least. I always get an adrenaline rush whenever I play that song. Like, I know every note to the song, and I still get an adrenaline rush from it. Let's see what we have now. Oh, I gotta show you something that's really cool. Let me just put it in this part right here. Okay, so This is actually something that I found really recently. That I found really interesting. This is what I got recently. Oh no, I didn't mean to play that. This is a chromatic. And instead of like using bending for instance, instead of using bends to play like the extra notes, you actually have a little button on the side. This is more of a solo, like this is actually tuned similar, like holes 1 to 4 and 5 through 8 and 9 through 12, and sometimes you get 10, 16, 14 holes. What I got here is a 12 hole. Okay, let's try one of this. Yeah, I was actually inspired by Mayu Shibuki to play the chromatic, and it's got a really sweet sound to it. So this one I'm going to be playing Fly Me to the Moon from the version from Neon Genesis Evangelion. It's a pretty cool track. Here we go. I don't have a chromatic PNG, so I'm just going to use the tremolo diatonic one. I can't play this. I need help with the holes. I hope to get a teacher someday, but it just feels like I need to do something about my shitty chromatic playing. I can play blues on it just fine. It's just that I can't do jazz standards. At least in this key. You know we're not going to be doing Fly Me to the Moon now, because I don't know how to play it in that key. You can play a little bit of it. Let's do a little. Okay, please shuffle backing track in D. I spelled shuffle, not shuffle. Okay, let's see. This might be the maybe fast tempo. Add. There's another add. Here we go. Here we go. So there goes my shitty chromatic skills. I'm better at doing, like, blues on the chromatic. But I still like to play songs. I can play Flowers in the Moon in C, but I can't do it in B flat. I mainly like playing first position and third position on the chromatic. It's a little bit funny, really. And I originally mentioned this in my past life, but I actually don't play upside down, but my hero, Terry McMillan, did. And he learned it by mistake. I don't really know which one I like to go. I mainly play left-handed, even though I'm right-handed, but Terry McMillan was right-handed and played right-handed by absolute mistake. by honest mistake. And so, anyways, I hope you all had a great time with this little thing, and I hope to see you next time. This is Skylar Raphael, signing out.